Look, before we get into the content, it's really important that you guys hit that subscribe button. We're out here every single day working for y'all, trying to hit y'all with the best content. And what motivates us to keep going is people like you. So hit the subscribe button, join the conversation, join the Deuce Gang.
What he said.
You sent me something about sports. You know, I know nothing.
What are you talking about? Stop this. You keep trying to portray this image that you don't know about sports. And behind the scenes, this guy's telling me about Bill Walton and Bill Russell and how many rings they got. This guy's telling me about Wayne Gretzky. We talked about Pele. Talked about Pele the other day. Remember the Tony Hawk conversation that we had too? About the skate. You told me that he changed the wheels that he used on his board between the years of 96 to 98. I wouldn't have known that without you, man.
I don't know that.
Okay, nobody's believing this anyways. Nobody's believing this. But hey, listen, let's get to some basketball. Before I get to the basketball, though, I want you to do me a favor if you're watching this. You got to click that like button. I'm going to give you 3 seconds, and I want you just to click it in that 3 seconds, okay? Please. Okay, yes. That's perfect. Perfect timing on that one. So this is what's going on in the NBA, and right now, this is just rumor because technically nothing can really be done until August 6th. So I will lay that out. But it is believed to be rumored that Russell Westbrook, the triple-double king of the NBA, is headed to Los Angeles, baby. He's been traded for Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and KCP, Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And they also ended up including a draft pick in the trade, but apparently they don't get that draft pick because that draft pick was already traded to some other team who then gave it to another team. The NBA is very confusing at this point. But anyways, they get 3 players for 1 in general. And this is a major move because Russell Westbrook, well known as somebody who goes to teams, and while he performs very well on those teams, the teams themselves don't do too well, right?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean it's the history of how he's played and the teams he's played on. The one year that he went to Houston, they thought him playing with James Harden was going to be the second coming of Oklahoma City, and just like in Oklahoma City, it collapsed there. They moved him to another team. He's in Washington.
Somebody in Oklahoma is offended, but all right, go ahead.
Hey, listen, you could be offended, but we're talking early 2000s, so get over it, okay? Get over it, all right? But, he moved on to Washington. They did better. They did better. I'll just leave it at that. So I'm worried about him moving to Los Angeles. I know that you do know who LeBron James is.
Obviously.
And I know you know who Anthony Davis is.
I do.
Right? Okay, perfect. So the biggest question with this trade, and something that you can absolutely touch on, knowing the history that I laid out of Russell Westbrook, let's go to these star teams. OKC was him, KD, and James Harden. He had Bradley Beal and John Wall. Well, not John Wall. He had Bradley Beal. John Wall actually got traded. He had Bradley Beal. So him playing with LeBron and Anthony Davis, do you think LeBron and Anthony Davis, their leadership, okay, you already answered, will be enough?
What the hell? Obviously. I'm sorry.
Carry them to another.
Yes.
Carry them to. Do you think it will be enough to, and then they'll go to.
I'm sorry.
What's your answer again? I forgot.
Yes, of course.
Okay, good. All right, perfect. Perfect.
Pal.
Perfect. I was wondering. I was wondering what your answer was. I don't know if I heard.
Why
it
is that happening?
Well, listen. Me personally, I don't think so. I think Russell Westbrook definitely wants to win his first championship. That's why he went there. I get the move. I understand the move. It's not that the Lakers traded too many pieces. I don't know if Russell Westbrook is a player who could put his own ego and pride to the side, right? He's one of those players who, if you have the most career triple doubles as a player and your team isn't really known for winning too much, that says a lot about you. You understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
It says a lot about you.
You just now you're at the spotlight. You don't care what the team does. It's about you.
And listen, he could probably argue back to me talking about, oh, well, in order to get a triple double, that means I have to get double-digit assists.
That's a good point too.
It's a great argument. In fact, there's been years where he's led the league in assists, which is obviously helping out your team. But guess what? You've lost. You've lost those seasons. Those are not winning seasons. And it's an overall team game. So whatever assist you're giving are probably just because the guy's wide open and you don't want to shoot it. Like you feel like you shot it too much. It's not because you want to pass it. You just at that point, you're just like, you know what? I just did like 5 layups in a row. I feel like maybe I should give it to this guy who's been open on the 3-point line this time. You know what I mean?
I feel like what you're saying is if he does go to this team with LeBron, it would be a lock because hello. But what you're saying is he probably wouldn't want to do that because he's going to end up being in the cut. He's not going to be the star. He's not going to be the main attraction.
Exactly. And now he's competing with the greatest possibly to ever do it in LeBron and the second coming before Giannis came on the scene, which was Anthony Davis. Look, you know what I mean?
I don't understand what that's about. I mean, a win is a win. Like, yo, whatever happened to just look at what the Bulls did. All right. Just look at what Chicago, like there was Jordan, there was Pippen, there was Kukoc, there was Rodman. Everybody played their role. Nobody was like, I don't want to be on a team with Jordan. No one's going to know who I am. No, play your role and you're good. What's the problem? Do you really think that would prevent this guy from going to that team?
I'm telling you, based on his history, he has a history of not being able to do that. Just play your role and not worry about your own stats. I really feel like if Russell Westbrook, who now is the third option at best on this team, the Lakers, if they told him, listen, you can only take about 12 shots a game. We only want you averaging about 14 points a game.
He ain't doing it.
I don't think Russell Westbrook could handle that. It's like telling Carmelo Anthony to come off the bench. Why you think he was out the league for so long? It's that type of mentality, I'm telling you. And everybody's praising. Oh, it's a lock for the Lakers. Oh, they're competing with the Brooklyn Nets big three. No, they're not, because the Brooklyn Nets big three like each other. They know how to play well together. So what they do.
So maybe it's actually a good thing if he doesn't go to that team, because at the end of the day, it's like what do they say? The weakest link in the chain. You understand? It impacts the entire chain. What's the point?
Exactly.
But I think to the larger point that you're trying to make here is he has no jewelry, and he wants that ring before he dips out. This is a great opportunity to do it, but he just can't get out of his own ego or whatever you want to. That's pretty effed up.
I mean, it remains to be seen, right? It remains to be seen, because this wouldn't be the first time that a player with this type of ego was to go somewhere and maybe understood what the situation is, so they had to humble themselves. Once again, I will bring up Carmelo Anthony.
I don't even think it's about humbling yourself. I feel like the information you're giving me, I know, is accurate. So if he has all these amazing stats, you've proven yourself now. You're like the missing piece to the puzzle. Just go finish the puzzle, get the ring, so you can be like, all right, I've done it all. What's the problem? Oh, I know the problem. He wants to be able to get the team to the championships. He wants to be able to make it to the playoffs, get the team through the playoffs to the finals, and then hit that last shot.
He wants his chips with the dip. I hope. I
get it.
I'm going to end it like this. Right here. I hope that we get to a playoff game and it's the final shot, because I really want to see who ends up taking that between Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Russell Westbrook. I really do want to see it. I don't know who's going to, because they're all good contenders. I'm not going to take away from anybody's talent. They're all good contenders, but they all want to shoot the ball at the end of the day. And I know LeBron has shown that he's willing to pass the torch to Anthony Davis.
Right.
Is he willing to do the same for Russell Westbrook?
I don't know. I don't know if y'all seen Above the Rim at the very end where Tupac lost the game. Then he did a little bird call and his homie came in and he went to shoot the player. If you don't get the ball, that's what's happening, right? Yeah. National cameras, be damned, someone's getting shot.
So the homie coming in is J.R. Smith too. That's the homie. That's the Henny God. That's who's coming in with the trigger finger ready. You know what I mean?
You got to rap, man. My laptop's gonna die.
Leave it up. I was just about to do it, man. You cut me off. This is my time. I do the sports endings, okay?
Actually, a good point. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize. So
view in public. Let's get to the real ending here. How do y'all feel about this, man? How do you feel about the move for real with Russell Westbrook going to the Lakers? Do you believe what people are saying? Like, if he ends up going, which they're waiting for the salary cap to change. That's why it's not official yet. The salary cap is going to go up August 6th. So you got to give him some room to make his money. But when this becomes official, do you believe it's a lock? Like Brooklyn Nets, be damned. Milwaukee Bucks, be damned. It's over? Or do you think that the same trend that Russell Westbrook has carried for his entire career will continue in Los Angeles? We've seen experiments with the Lakers before where they've tried to build a super team to compete and the chemistry just wasn't there. So we'll see what happens. Let us know what you think in the comments, man. Leave it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Two guys doing the podcast, man. Dose gang, we out of here.
Doses. Okay, hold up. I got to.
Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far. You have to like. Please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000. And we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce.